So it was on the way back down. I was a little bit ahead. I was just stopped at a restroom. And a woman who was hiking ran down, and she was screaming, asking for a doctor. And when she said that, I asked her what was wrong, and she was saying that a local girl was having a seizure with her father, just like standing over her, freaking out. And there was a phone number on the wall with Mountain Emergency. So I called the number thinking that it would help, and they only spoke Japanese, so I didn't have any way to actually communicate with them. So I ran up to where Corporal Goodman was with the girl and her father, and I handed the father the phone, and he was able to talk to him. And whenever they were done talking, he basically figured out that they weren't able to they weren't able to get a rescue vehicle up to where they were. So he asked us to try and help carry her down. And we kind of just looked at each other, looked at our sticks, and we had just learned how to do it. So we kind of just made the stretcher out of our shirts and the hiking sticks. And she was still responsive at the time. She was awake, just struggling to breathe. And we started moving. Corporal Ames ran off ahead, and about halfway through, we realized that she had gone completely limp and was no longer awake at all. And we just took her the rest of the way down the mountain as fast as possible with the terrain that we were on, and got her to medical, or to at least the mountain police, and then kind of just handed her off from there. So a couple of us were on jungle warfare training, and that was one of the things we went over, was how to make a stretcher out of your blouse and some sort of stick that you find. So I don't know if it was the Marine Corps itself that did that, but there wasn't really another option for us. It was, we saw someone that needed help, and we were going to do whatever we could to help. And the training, however, I wouldn't have known how to make a stretcher out of my shirts and sticks if it weren't for the jungle warfare training. I actually downplayed it a lot for my family. I wasn't going to tell them at first, and what I ended up telling them was there was a girl that was in trouble, and we helped her down the mountain. So they were excited. They thought it was awesome that we helped, but they didn't know the full extent of what had happened. So now that the news has taken it, my mom is going crazy and calling me, and my brother is telling me if I meet Tom Brady, then he wants me to mention him. So they're enjoying it. We didn't think about it at all, kind of. Like when we were doing it, it was just a normal thing to help. So it's definitely a surreal experience knowing that the Marine Corps acknowledged the fact that it did happen and then rewarded us for it. It's all still kind of surreal. The first night when we didn't know if she was okay or not was sort of unsettling, because we just handed her off to the medical personnel, and she was unconscious at the time, so we had no idea. But once they had messaged us and let us know that she was okay and got released from the hospital, it felt really good. I was happy to know that we did whatever we could to help. So one of the bystanders actually added Corporal Goodman on Facebook, and he messaged him just thanking us for our kindness and our bravery. And he said, "Thank you to the friendship of the Marine Corps," and it was kind of touching. I don't really know, actually. Maybe I think that there were a lot of people that would have done the same thing. There were a lot of Marines or just good people, I'm sure, on the mountain that day. And it just happened to be us, the ones there to help her. We were just in the right place at the right time.